Welcome. My name is Babette. Thank you so much for being here and for practicing with me on my YouTube channel. Thank you for your patience, as always, and I hope you enjoyed today's practice. A little bit of water, blocks, keep them nearby, hand towel, and primarily just your mat and your practice space and your breath. Please come to stand at the top of your mat when you are ready. Feet nice and wide. Definitely wider than inner hips width apart. Let your hands rest by your sides, maybe allowing your eyes to close. Just give yourself an opportunity to make feedback with the ground, to connect with the ground. Maybe rock your weight into the front of the feet, back of the feet, softening your shoulders. And let's take a big breath in through the nose and side out. Sealing your lips and start to stoke up that ujjayi breath in the back of your throat. Keep your feet nice and wide. Maybe even bend your knees a little bit. Open up your eyes if they're closed. On the inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Maybe arc your back a little bit. Palms touch. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees, stick your seat out, bow over the legs, let the head drop. A half lift, flat back with wider feet, Ardha Uttanasana, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, sweep your arms up overhead, maybe lean back a bit. And then exhale, cascade it down, bend the knees, fold over your legs, belly between the thighs, head drops. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, coming all the way up, sweep it up and over your head. And then exhale, cascade it down. Send your seat back, stay out of your lower back. A half lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Heel to your feet a little closer together. Find a half lift, flat back, official spacing between the feet. And then exhale, step your left foot all the way back into a runner's lunge, coming into tented fingers, fist, or blocks. Inhale, look forward, spread across your collarbones, push through the left heel. Exhale, lengthen through your right leg, allow your head to drop. No need to straighten through your right leg. Inhale, rebend your right knee, weight comes forward, look forward. Exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee draws into the back of the right knee. Stay on tented fingers, fists, or blocks. Inhale, left foot takes a giant step back. Look forward. Exhale, lengthen through the right leg and allow the head again to drop. Inhale, rebend. Weight comes forward. Look forward. Exhale, Shiva squat. Draw it in. Pull the chest forward. Inhale, giant step back, and then again lengthen to the spine, looking forward. One more pause. Exhale, lengthen through. Inhale, rebend your right knee, and exhale, find your Shiva squat. And now your left foot is already pointing in the right direction. Step it over to the right, landing on the ball of the left foot, and inhale, come up to stand. Both arms sweep up over your head. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, reach up, create length. Exhale, dip it over to your right for a side waist opening on the left. Inhale, reach both arms back up overhead. Exhale, your left knee draws out to the side to the left for tree pose, Vrikshasana. Use your hands if you need to. Take the bottom of the left foot anywhere along the inside of the right leg. Please avoid the knee joint. We'll go for a counter side waist opening. Take your left elbow into the left inner hip crease, palm faces up, maybe forearm to thigh. And then reach your right arm all the way over your ear to the left. Sink a little bit of weight into the right side of the body. Arc a bit. Find a steady gaze. And then reach both arms up while you push through the right foot. Reaching up helps you balance. Exhale with the left foot, a giant step back into warrior one. It's a tricky transition. A little railroad track between your feet. And then please just draw your right hip a little bit back. Push like crazy through the outer blade of the left foot. Palms touch overhead or hook your thumbs. On the exhale, draw the thumbs to the third eye. Inhale, spin your fingertips down and then scoop your arms forward and up until your biceps pull up by your ears, looking down 45 degrees in the body. Inhale, come back up to warrior one. Stay with your breath. We'll do that twice more. Exhale, thumbs to third eye. Inhale, scoop it all the way down, maybe touch the ground. Pull biceps by the ears, back muscles on. One more time. As you come up, exhale, thumbs to third eye. Inhale, scoop it down. Strong in the right leg. Push through the outer blade of the left foot. Awesome. And then circle your hands down, frame your right foot. Swivel on the ball of the left foot. Left knee lowers, untuck your toes. Go for a half split here. Ardha Hanumanasana, just to negate. Peel the toes towards you. Big breath in through the nose. Side out. Next inhale, weight comes forward. Rebend your right knee. Plant your palms down. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, a right down dog split. Weight goes all the way back. Bend your right knee. Open up your hip. Give your ankle a nice whirl in the sky, a clockwise, a counterclockwise. And then on the next inhale, straighten back through your right leg, dog split. Exhale, right knee draws to the left elbow for a crossbody plank. Shoulders come over the wrists. Inhale, swoop your right leg all the way back up into the sky. Exhale, lightly in control. Step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Look forward. On the inhale, sweep your right arm forward, up and all the way back. And maybe that is enough. Or perhaps bend the left knee for your tail grab, grabbing the pinky toe edge of the foot. Pull your heart open to the ceiling. Take a big breath in through the nose. And then side out. Carefully release the back tail. If you have it, lower your right hand down. Walk your hands a little closer underneath you. So they're underneath your shoulders, and you can draw the right leg all the way back up and behind you. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Reach back with your left hand for the inner ankle, the big toe edge of the foot as you wish. Maybe that's enough. Or on the inhale, lift your right knee and look forward. Go for a push and a pull. So you're pulling on the foot or gently on the ankle, but you're also pushing it into the hand. Then carefully release the leg long behind you. Left hand lowers. Landing on the ball of the right foot. Go for an ankle pulse here. A calf pulse, waking up the ball of your right foot. Keep your right leg long as it is. Exhale, draw the left thigh up into your belly. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. And then a one-legged chaturanga. Left leg draws back, elbows back. Upward facing dog on the inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And perhaps find a bit of movement. Pedal out to your feet. Hands a little wider than shoulder width, feet inner hips. And as always, please don't lock out your knees. If you wish, a regular vinyasa, knees, chest, and chin, or a ripple through the spine as you come forward, your choice. And I'll meet you back in your downward facing dog. When you're back in down dog, draw your big toes to touch back of the mat. Shoulders come over the wrists on the inhale. Look between your thumbs. Exhale, bending knees, squatting back, belly to thighs, look forward, step or jump. A half lift, flat back, inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, up hands pose. And then exhale, hands to the heart. Next inhale, both arms sweep up, super duper long. Exhale, think forward, then down as you dive it over your legs. A half lift, flat back, inhale. Exhale, your right foot takes a giant step back into a runner's lunge. Tented fingers, fist or blocks, knee over ankle for no other purpose that you can lengthen your spine forward. If your foot is underneath you, you're kind of holding yourself back, so use your hands to take the leg forward. Looking forward, inhale. And then exhale, lengthen through the left leg. Allow your head just to drop. Inhale, weight comes forward, look forward. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee draws into the back of the left knee. Both knees bend, heart pulls forward. Inhale, giant step back, runner's lunge, look forward. And then exhale, lengthen through the left leg. 2 more pulses. Inhale, rebend. Exhale, Shiva squat. Inhale, giant step back, look forward. And then exhale, draw it back, following your breath. Inhale, rebend the left knee. Exhale, one more time, Shiva squat. Left toes are already pointing into the right direction. No, the other way around. Right toes are already pointing into the right direction. As you step the right foot behind you to the left, and then come all the way up to stand. Both arms sweep up. Grab your right wrist with the left hand. Again, you want to create length, space. Inhale up. Exhale over to your left. And then inhale, reaching back up. Exhale, draw your right leg out to the side. Bending the knee, set yourself up for tree pose. Vrkshasana. Again, you can take it to the ankle, to the calf. Please avoid your knee joint. And then a counter side waist opening. Take your right elbow into the right inner hip crease, maybe forearm to thigh. And then reach your left arm all the way over your ear to the right. Rock some weight to the pinky toe edge of the left foot. Don't hold your breath. Keep reaching over your head. Counterbalance. And then inhale, both arms sweep up. Push through the left foot. Exhale, giant step back with your right foot to warrior one. So just make sure you have that little railroad track between your heels and the outer blade of your right foot is pushing into the mat. Palms touch or even hook your thumbs. On the exhale, draw the thumbs to the third eye. Inhale, scoop the fingertips all the way down, bowing down, and then just draw your biceps behind your ears. Inhale, come back up, warrior one. 2 more pulses. Exhale, thumbs to third eye. Inhale, scoop it down, and then pull the arms back up by the head, and come back up with the inhale. One more time, thumbs to third eye. Inhale, scoop it down, and then pull your biceps up by the ears. Take your time to circle your hands down, frame your left foot, pop on the ball of the right foot, right knee lowers, and untuck your toes, a half split Ardha Hanumanasana. Please don't lock out your left knee, just draw the toes towards you. Big breath in through the nose, side out. Inhale, your weight comes forward. Plant your palms down, framing the foot. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, a left down dog split. Or transfer all your weight back. Bend the left knee, open up your hip. And just give your ankle some love. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Maybe push your right heel a little further towards the earth. Next inhale, straighten back through the left leg, toes face down. Exhale, cross-body plank, left knee to right elbow, shoulders come forward. Inhale, swoop it all the way back, dog split. Exhale, in control, step that left foot to the outside of your left hand. And then lower your right knee down, untuck your toes, look forward. Sweep your left arm forward, up, and all the way back, and that can be enough. If you want, bend the right knee. And you can back into it to find the foot, but then rock your weight forward. Totally cool to let the left knee splay out. Turn your heart up towards the ceiling, pulse, big breath in, and side out. Then carefully let the tail go if you have it. Left hand lowers. Walk your hands a little closer underneath you. And then draw the left leg all the way back up behind you. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Right hand reaches back for the inner left ankle or the big toe edge of the foot. Maybe that's enough. Or lift the knee and look forward. Find that push, find the pull. Steady breath. Go for one more. And then carefully release your tail. Leg is long behind you. Right hand lowers, land on the ball of the left foot. Go for a calf pulse here. Just waking up the ball of the left foot. Keep your left leg long as it is. Exhale, draw the right thigh up to your belly. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1. And then a one-legged chaturanga. Right leg back, elbows back. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And smooth out your breath. And then as you wish, perhaps a vinyasa transition of your choice. Inhale, come forward. You can draw back, the spinal wave, Ashtangasana or Chaturanga, upward facing dog. And then exhale, down dog. And find a moment. Try to again transfer the weight down into the legs. And then do take a moment in child's pose or sit up on your shins. All right. If you enjoy a block for half moon pose, just gonna give this away. Take it to the back edge of your mat. I'm just switching sides so you can see what I'm doing. But if you like a block for half moon pose, take it to the back of the mat. Next inhale, all fours, hands and knees. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Draw your big toes to touch at the back of the mat from down dog. And inhale, float your right leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, draw right knee to left elbow for a fallen triangle, lengthening through the right leg. Left arm sweeps up, find your feet, your obliques, your legs. And then lower that left hand down. Inhale, your right down dog split. Open up the hip, maybe that's enough. Or tip it over to rock star, laying that right foot tip behind you. You can keep it stacked or roll your heart and chest open to the ceiling. Find your breath. Inhale, you spin it back around to your right down dog split. And exhale, step the right foot through between your hands. Coming up into a high crescent lunge. Find your breath. Stay as you are, or pop on the ball of your right foot and then deepen into your lunge. Wherever you are, deepen so much into the lunge that you can lower the left knee down and untuck the left toes. Maybe stay on the ball of the right foot. You can interlace the last 3 fingers or hook your thumbs. As you inhale, lift up and maybe lean back a bit. And then on the exhale, circle your hands down. If the heel is up, lower it down so you can go for a half split just to negate. And then draw the weight forward. Heel to your right, foot over to your right. Find your supported lizard. Maybe stay on palms, maybe come on forearms. You can do all of that on blocks as you wish. If you want another variation, then a tail grab was okay for you. Reach your right arm underneath your right leg to the wall behind you. Rock your weight forward to bend the left knee. Maybe grab the big toe edge of the foot. Once you have that, draw your chest forward. Rocking onto your femur, your upper leg bone, staying off the patella kneecap. Big breath in through the nose. Side out. And then if you have the back tail, let it go. Coming back onto your palms. Tuck your left toes, lift the left knee. A little wider boomerang twist here. Inhale, all 10 toes, turn to the right as you maybe dip the hips. And the next inhale picks you up and over your left shoulder for Skandasana, over your left leg, back of the mat. Change your foot pattern. Hands can come to heart or kickstands underneath you. Find a big breath in, hard pulse forward. You want to push through the left heel to turn up and over your left leg into a half moon pose, facing the back of the mat. Maybe use a block if you want. Float your right leg all the way up. Core does the work for your torso, right glute does the work for the right leg. Maybe draw the left hand up to your heart. Find a very steady gaze. And then take a giant step back to warrior two, facing the back of your mat. Arms on the horizon, left toes face the short edge of the mat. Flip your left palm up to the sky. Inhale, reverse warrior. And then exhale, side angle. That can be forearm to thigh. That can be hand on the inside of the foot as you wish. Do find your breath. Staying connected to the outer blade of your right foot, push it down. Wherever you are, circle your right arm over your right ear, down to the ground. Turn your right heel in, toes out. Hands go to inner ankles, elbows go to inner knees. Take this low squat here, or this underground high goddess. One cat-cow pause. Inhale, a cow spine in your squat. Exhale, a cat spine. Changing your foot pattern now. Inhale, side angle over your right leg. Turn your left heel out, right toes face forward. Find your breath. Reach your left arm around your lower back. Maybe find a half bind, or perhaps even find a full bind. Reaching underneath peace fingers, wrist. Pull the chest wide open to the wall that you are facing. If you have the bind, keep it. Turn your right toes to the left for a bound or unbound. Wide forward fold. Adjust your feet if you need to. Adjust your bind if you need to. You just want to hug your right thigh. And then as you are, heel toe your feet a little closer together until they're about 2 feet apart, half a meter. Bend your knees as much as you need to. If you are binding, keep it. If you're not binding, meet me in a tree pose. Your left leg will be your standing leg. If you're binding, pop on the ball of the right foot. Inhale, look forward and up, coming up to stand. And find that superhero on the heart. Maybe straighten through the right leg if you wish. It's an option, not a necessity. Find your breath. So tree pose, right foot anywhere along the inside of the left leg, or your bird of paradise. And then keep your bind if you have it. Step your right foot to the top right edge of the mat, toes face forward, whether from tree or bird of paradise. And then a bound or unbound half moon pose. Steady breath. Very steady gaze. Go for one. And then carefully release the bind if you have it. Half moon. Lower your left hand down to the ground. And step the left foot to the top left edge of your mat. Right foot goes to the top right edge of your mat. And lower down into Malasana, your yogic squat. Hands to heart. Butt bones pull down, heart pulls forward. Big breath in through your nose. Sigh it out. Hands come down, hips come up. Heel to your feet underneath you for a half lift. Take a crow pose. If you're not taking crow, meet me in Vajrasana at the top of your mat, sitting on your shins. If you're going for crow, please look forward, don't look down. Knees into the armpits. Pull your big toes to touch to lift the heels up to your seat. Chest draws forward. Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lift. Then in control, lower the top of the feet down. Draw the knees together and land between your hands. Kind of like a reverse Lolasana. Plant your hands down, lift your seat, tuck your toes, thighs glued together. Transfer your weight back onto the tippy toes. Hands to heart for your tiptoe stand. Tricky stuff. See if you can lower your heels down. I reach my arms forward for counterbalance and have a seat. Float your legs off the ground for boat pose, Navasana. Knees can be bent. You can have your tippy toes on the ground. In control, widen the legs and then slowly lower down. Woof, and have a seat. Draw your toes toward you, walk your butt bones back. Maybe stay up or find this a little Narrow Upavishta Konasana. You can hold onto your ankles, your shins. Just keep drawing your butt bones back. Big breath in through the nose. Side out. So kicking through your heels, flexing your feet will engage your quads, lengthen the hamstrings, and it's a lot in the glute. Let your inhale pick you back up. Draw your legs together, heels on the ground, toes towards you, hands behind you. As you come up to reverse plank pose, push the big toes down, very challenging. Push through your palms. And then walk your feet underneath you for reverse tabletop, bending the knees. Same challenge for the arms and shoulders. And now pop onto the balls of your feet and come back to your tiptoes stand. Glue your thighs together, transfer your weight forward. Try not to come all the way forward. And then let your hands come down in front of you. You can take a step back or jump back. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Big breath in through the nose. Side out. Take a moment. And then do take a child's pose or sit up on your shins. Sip of water, towel off. And then whenever you're ready, back to all fours. And exhale, pulls you back to down dog. You are more than welcome to flush out your spine any way you see fit. The spine away. Or knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. Always give my students an option to flow through that bit of flushing through your spine. When you're ready, back down dog, big toes touch, back of the mat. Inhale, float your left leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, your fallen triangle, left knee to right elbow, lengthen through the leg. Sweep your right arm up. Hello, obliques. Push the right foot all the way into the ground. Then lower your right hand down. Inhale, your left down dog split. Swivel your weight all the way back. Bend the left knee, that's enough. Maybe you want to tip that to your rock star, let that left foot land behind you. You can keep it stacked or roll your heart open to the ceiling. Find your breath, don't hold it. And then swivel that back around into your left down dog split. Exhale, lightly step the left foot through between your hands. And then inhale, rise up into a high crescent lunge. So you don't have to come on the ball of the foot, right? That's just a little extra spice. If you want, come on the ball of the left foot. Then deepen so much into the lunge that in control the right knee lowers. Untuck your toes. Hook your thumbs or interlace last three fingers. Maybe stay on the ball of the left foot, lifting up. Then perhaps leaning back for your Anjaneyasana variation. Breath, breath, breath. Circle your hands down on the inhale, heel lowers if it's up. And then exhale, just a little half split to negate, hollow out your belly. Rebend the left knee, weight comes forward and heel toe the foot over to your left. Your supported lizard, stay on palms. Options, come on forearms, do that on blocks. Maybe that's enough. Here I would recommend to let the left knee hug in. Otherwise, for your tail grab, reach your left arm underneath your left thigh, look forward. Then maybe bend your right knee, find the big toe edge of the foot, and rock your weight forward. You can even grab the inner ankle. Big breath in through the nose. Side out. Then carefully release the tail. If you have it, of course, and then come onto your palms. Tuck your right toes, lift the knee. It's a little wider boomerang. All 10 toes. On the inhale, turn to your left, dip the hips, reaching back. And then inhale up and over your right shoulder for Skandasana, low lateral lunge over your right leg, back of the mat. Hands to your heart. Kickstands as you wish. Pushing through your right heel, lot in the pelvic floor, up and over your right leg to half moon pose. Face the toes to the back of the mat, left leg floats. Again, reaching so much up, pushing down with the foot. Maybe your right hand travels up to the heart. Keep reaching, legs are engaged, top arm, top leg is holding you up. Giant step back to warrior two. Facing the back of your mat. Look over your right hand. Inhale, flip the palm. Go for reverse warrior. Stay in the lunge. Straighten through the right arm. And then exhale, Parsvakonasana, side angle. Totally your choice. Forearm to thigh, arm overhead, maybe hand on the inside of the foot. Stay with that back foot. I can't stress that enough. Pull your tailbone to your back heel. Then reach your left arm over your left ear, extended side angle. Circle the left arm down to the ground. As you draw your left heel in, toes out, elbows, inner knees, ankles are with your hands. Maybe sit a little lower. Again, we'll go for one cat-cow pose. Inhale, cow spine, look forward, wolf. And then exhale, a cat spine. And neither animals make that sound, but it's a lot in the hips. A swift foot pattern change, take your time. Right heel turns out, side angle over your left leg. Face your toes forward. Then reach your right arm around your lower back. Maybe you're just happy with the half bind. Hand on the inside of the left thigh. You can go for full bind. That can be peace fingers, wrist, a hand towel even. But do pull your chest open. Maybe even straighten through the right arm if you can. Keep your bind if you have it. Otherwise, lose it. Turn your left toes to the right for a bound or unbound. Wide forward fold. Adjust your bind. Adjust your feet as you need. Head drops. If you have the bind, keep it. Heel toe your feet closer together until there's only 2 feet or so between your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to make that happen. Again, we have options. In a moment, you can come up to stand to tree pose. Left foot will come on the inside of the right leg, except the knee joint. Or with your bind, pop on the ball of the left foot. Look forward and up. Coming up to stand to bird of paradise. Again, you want to lean back a little bit, maybe straighten through the right arm to hold you up. And then if you want, you can straighten through the left leg. Again, that's a complete option. Stay with your breath. And then from tree or BOP, step your left foot to the top of the mat, toes face forward. Maybe keep your bind. We'll open up to half moon pose from the ground up. One more breath. Falling means we're trying. And then let go of your bind if you have it. Right hand lowers down. Right foot steps to the top right edge of the mat. Left foot to the top left edge of the mat. Finding your Malasana yet again. Hands to the heart. Maybe big breath in through the nose. Side out. And then allow your hands to come down, hips to come up. Face your toes forward and heel toe them back underneath you, your feet that is. Skip crow pose if you want. Other option for crow is to take your knees to the bony plate above the elbows, not the middle of your triceps, but the bony plate. It can give you a bit more spaciousness. Do look forward, weight rocks into the fingertips. Find your crow or meet me in Vinyasa, sitting on the shins. And then in control, lower the top of the feet down, draw the legs together, knees between your hands. Find your Vinyasa. Push through your hands so you can lift your seat, tuck your toes, rock out back to tiptoe stand, hollow out your belly, hands to your heart. Keep your thighs together if you can. As you rock your weight back, I bring my arms forward for counterbalance. Heels come down. Have a seat. Float the legs. Navasana, boat pose. And then widen the legs as you slowly and control so hard. Lower them down to the ground. Another option for this more narrow Upavishta Konasana, or if you want to have a look at Kurmasana, please be careful, tortoise pose. I don't teach it that often. Bend your knees, draw your toes towards you. Stick your butt bones back, hard forward. Take your arms underneath your legs, palms facing down. Try not to look down, look forward. And then carefully maybe slide your heels away from you until you can draw the chest to the ground. The more you kick through the heels, the more your arms will be pushed down. So I want to be mindful with this. I think this is going to block my microphone. So let's take a breath or two in tortoise or Upavishta Konasana. If you're in tortoise, Kurmasana, the way to come out is to bend your knees, draw your heels back, and pull your arms back from underneath you. Legs come together, heels on the ground. Hands behind you, fingertips face you, coming back up to your reverse plank. Bring those big toes down to the ground. Walk it back to reverse tabletop. Lift the hips. Come onto the balls of your feet. Walk your feet underneath you, thighs glued together. Transfer your weight back to your tiptoe stand without coming all the way forward. Stay with your core. And then after a moment, plant your hands in front of you, underneath your shoulders when you rock your weight forward. A step back or a jump back. Upward facing dog. To your downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose, side out. And then do take a moment in child's pose or sit up on your shins. All right. So final standing wave, it's small. Gonna be options. Take whatever works. This is a bit more party pose territory here. All right, all fours on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drawing your big toes to touch. Inhale, actually, if you wanted to, take that ripple through your spine, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, just to give you that option. Draw your big toes to touch back of the mat. Inhale, float your right leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, step the foot forward and through between your hands. Left foot steps a smidge to the left, heel pivots down to the right. Come up to warrior one. And then sweep your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, pull your fist down and back, puff out the chest. Exhale, find your humble devotional warrior. Allow your head to drop, check out your back foot. And take a moment. Maybe allow your eyes to close. Try not to stick your seat way, way, way back. And then let the, Brooklyn traffic. So let the hands come down, frame your right foot. Pop on the ball of the left foot, left knee lowers, untuck your toes. A half split, or maybe a little bit or a lot journeying in towards your Hanumanasana. Most of my student friends know I don't really like the word full split, as there's a million things in between your half and your full split. So take a millimeter, an inch, whatever works. Big breath in through the nose. And side out. All right. Then if the leg is long, long-ish, draw it back. Rebend the knee. Swivel left foot over to your right like a kickstand. Take both hands on the inside of your right foot, maybe on blocks. Pulse here a little bit. This is enough. Option 1, you can stay here. Option 2, unkickstand your left leg. Tuck the left toes, lift the knee, and you're in your Uttam Prasthasana lizard. Option 3, swivel left heel to the right. Draw the right shoulder underneath the right knee and hold it there. If you want to, pop on the ball of the right foot so you can lift the torso a bit, and then find the pinky toe edge of your right foot, maybe the ankle with the left hand. Push through the outer blade of the left foot for Vishwamitrasana. Full breath. And then let go of the foot. Keep it over your shoulder. You can exit out with a Kundanyasana 2 from your lizard or your Vishwamitrasana. And then we'll meet in a right down dog split. Full breath in. And exhale, pigeon pose. Place your shin behind your wrist. Let it land, let it be. Walk the left knee and foot back. Go for a little lift. We didn't do any crazy deep twists, so maybe now take the left elbow in front of the right knee. Come to lie on the left upper arm and let the hand rest on the right shoulder blade. If you want your regular pigeon, of course, go for that. If you are twisting, you can reach your right arm around your lower back, maybe find the right big toe. And if you want to make a real pretzel, you can bend your left knee, maybe reach back with your right hand for another tail grab. And then a gentle pulse. Big breath in, side out. And then let the tail go if you have it. Come back to palms. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, sweep your right leg all the way up to the sky. Do what feels good, maybe a hip circle. And then you're more than welcome to flow through a vinyasa of your choice. And I'll see you in downward facing dog. And do take a moment in child's pose or sit up on your shins. So Vishwamitrasana has a lot of weight transfer. Of course, it's hips, hamstrings, shoulders, side waist opening, all of that. But the moment I was able to lift off was when I so ferociously anchored to the back foot that I didn't have to worry about my bottom hand holding me up anymore. All right. Final lap, all fours on the inhale. Exhale pulls you back to downward facing dog. Again, options. If you want that flushing out through your spine as you see fit, draw it back. From your downward facing dog, big toes to touch. Inhale, float your left leg all the way up into the sky. Exhale, step the foot forward and through between your hands. Right foot goes a smidge to the right, heel pivots down to the left, railroad track between your heels, and come up to warrior one. And then interlace your hands behind you. Inhale, pull the heart wide open. And then exhale, your humble devotional warrior. Let the head drop. Looking at your back foot, face is relaxed, lips are relaxed. And then let the hands come down, frame your left foot. Pop on the ball of the right foot, knee lowers, untuck your toes, find a half split. Maybe you want your journey in and towards full, your Hanumanasana. You want to keep your hips square on this one for sure. So left knee and toes face up, right knee and toes face down. I always fidget a bit on the left because this side is harder for me. Big breath in through the nose, side out. All right. And if the leg is long, longish, draw it back, rebend the knee. Swivel your right foot over to the left, kickstand it, hands on the inside of the left foot. You can stay here, pulse, beautiful hip opener. Option 2, swivel your right foot back, tuck your toes, lift the knee, and you're supported, your full Uttamprasthasana in fact. If you want to look at Bhishma, swivel your right heel to the left, it's your warrior 2 feet. Then slide the left shoulder underneath the left foot, underneath the left thigh, outside left foot. Now as you rock onto the ball of the left foot, push through the outer blade of your right foot. I'm going to lift my torso here. Weight is in the right foot, so you can reach overhead. Also, don't forget about the shoulder opening. As you roll your right shoulder back, push through the right foot. Breath, breath, breath. And then keep the leg overhead, bend the knee. As you maybe want to exit out with your Kundanyasana 2, you can take that from lizard as well. And then we'll meet in your left dog split. Exhale, pigeon pose. Take your time, a little heart opener. You can come down as you are or take the twist, right elbow in front of the left knee, coming to land on the right upper arm. Hand can just rest on the left shoulder blade. Reach your left arm around to grab the right big toe or the right ankle. And then maybe for the full pretzel, another tail grab, bending the left knee, reaching back. No, that's your right knee for the big toe edge of the foot. And then let the tail go if you have it. Come back to your palms. Tuck your right toes, sweep your left leg back. Do what feels good. Maybe that one-legged vinyasa or a regular. And I'll meet you in your downward facing dog. Last one. Big breath into the nose. Side out. And take your time to come back to hands and knees. Swivel your feet out to one side, drop your booty behind you so you can come to lie on your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Circle the knees in one direction, opposite direction. I just want to lengthen you a little bit through your front body. Plant your feet down underneath the knees, hands beside you. Pushing through the feet and the hands to lift your hips. Tuck the chin, neck is nice and long. Of course, you can take here Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. You can walk your shoulder blades in and push down through the upper arms, forearms, pinky side edges of the hands with interlaced fingers. You can also draw your hands, of course, by your ears if you wanted to come up to Urdhva Dhanurasana, your wheel pose. Take a moment. And then come down when you're ready. A little windshield wiper of the legs. You can take a happy baby. plow, shoulder stand, always options if those feel good to you. Maybe you want to move it into a supine twist, or let your feet be about as wide as the mat. Let the knees knock in for a constructive rest. Can also feel nice to draw the bottom of your feet together and let the knees fall wide open. Supta Baddha Konasana. So anything that you would like to take to wrap up your practice. Moved a lot through the hips, the shoulders. And then you can lengthen out the legs. And moving in and towards your Shavasana. And something to think about. I can't really move my camera, but I'm just going to play my singing bowls. As you are here processing your practice, I have had many students come up to me sharing how yoga changed their lives. I've never heard a student say, yoga changed my life because I can do Vishwamitrasana or Kundanyasana 1 or a handstand. It's really just attempting these poses where we learn patience, where we learn dedication, kindness, compassion, being okay with falling, and being excited to try again, never discouraged. Dedication, discipline. I think those are the things that really transform our lives. And the shapes are just these beautiful cherries on top. Thank you so much for practicing with me. My name is Babette. Please let me know how you're doing in your practice, what you're working on, what you would like to work on, and I'll be back sooner than later.